Every school day, I teach students the importance of understanding and learning from history. I constantly explain to the young minds in the classroom that history can change on a dime. And if we fail to learn from it, we are doomed to repeat it, sometimes quite literally. As a historian, I see our country, state, and our community in a very interesting time historically. I believe we are presently at a crossroads where either big money rules our once beloved country, or a place where we, the citizens, rise up and take back our country. A place where we take it back from the big money interest and continue to grow our vibrant middle class. Where we continue to protect the less fortunate and we respect the wealthy. A place where we can start to regrow as a community, cultivating our democracy and respecting our capitalist history. You see, we write our history with our support and with our votes. Unfortunately, a lot of people nowadays are voting based on ideological reasons that they don't quite understand. Often they will vote for people who do not have their best interest or their family's best interest at heart. It's time to ask ourselves, would it ever be okay for anybody not to have health care? Why is it okay for people to live in poverty and work a 40-hour work week? Why is it okay that Frederick County teachers have not had a serious raise since 2009? Why is it okay that some of our schools are falling apart and there are no funds to rebuild them? Why is it okay that the state of Maryland took millions of dollars from a federal program that teachers and administrators oppose because they thought it would be okay to change one of the best curriculums in the nation? Maryland is currently one of the best school systems in the United States, and we need to keep it that way. Why is it okay that our roads are constantly gridlocked when we pay so much in state and federal taxes? Why is it okay that our beautiful green spaces and farms are disappearing so that developers can make millions, all the while ignoring the infrastructure needs of future and existing citizens? Why is it okay for other counties to ship their garbage to Frederick County so we can pollute our air and our land with an incinerator that nobody wants? For a while now, we have been on a road where we have ignored our infrastructure and to some degree even neglected our schools. I decided to seek the District 4 seat because I realized that the only way that the House of Delegates will address the concerns of middle-class Marylanders is by electing somebody committed to working with both parties to advance solutions to the issues that we face. I believe that District 4 is best served by sending a delegate to Annapolis who has a common sense, pro-business approach like myself. A moderate who believes District 4 should have a voice in the majority party in Annapolis. I've always been interested in public policy, and I understand how it affects all of us. I also know that I can be very passionate about important issues, and I have never been shy about sharing my views. As a high school teacher, I understand the importance of education. This is an issue that touches me personally. A lot of my students are unable to go to college because of the cost of college today. Many of these kids are hardworking and deserve to go to good schools. Education touches all of our lives, whether we have school-age children or not. Good schools give our children the ability to excel in the future, which gives future generations the opportunity to participate in the economy as past generations have. It reduces crime and improves the quality of our life for all of us. Good schools help keep our property values high. Parents of school-age children prefer to move to regions that have good schools, and they're willing to pay top dollar for homes in those areas. As your delegate from District 4, I guarantee you that I will fight fervently for our school children every day to make sure that all of Maryland's public schools are among the very best in the United States. As a 10-year resident of Frederick County and a homeowner here in Frederick County, I have watched the traffic problem get worse and worse every year. One need only turn on WTOP early in the morning to know that I-270 is a consistent mess. Residents in our area spend far too much time stuck in traffic. One of the reasons I am running for office is to get I-270 and US 15 widened from Germantown to Monocacy Boulevard. While this project is not currently on the priority list, it is high time that at least one delegate from rural Frederick County fights to make this happen. Like education, I will not falter or waver on this issue. I know a lot of people like the freedom of driving in their own car. I know I do. But we also need to look at alternatives to driving and alternatives to using our roads, alternatives that look to the future. This is why I would fight for funding to extend the Red Line from Shady Grove to FCC in Fort Detrick. While I know that this would not be a perfect scenario, it is something I am willing to fight for. It is time to connect Frederick County with the Washington Metro system. And the cost of this project should be placed solely with the state and federal government. At the same time that we connect Frederick County to the Metro and widen and improve our roads, we must also preserve our unique way of life and not become like the counties in which many of us work, while we choose to live here in Frederick County. Frederick County is a special place. Most of us live here because we enjoy the rural, small-town nature of our county. We don't want Frederick County to become another center of congestion like parts of Montgomery or Howard. Besides, projects like the Monrovia Town Center will only end up making Frederick County residents pay for the added burden of new schools and county roads that come with the additional population and the additional homes. If I become the next state delegate from District 4, I promise to make sure that every large-scale development project has to pass the burden of additional infrastructure cost onto the developer and not onto the taxpayer. Like most people in Frederick County, I work a full-time job, but as most teachers will tell you, teaching is way more than just a full-time job. For most teachers, it is not just a 40-hour work week. It is more like a 60 or 70-hour work week. Teaching is not just a job, it's a calling. This is one of the reasons we need to make sure that Frederick teachers get the raises they want. This is one of the reasons we need to make sure that Frederick County schools are fully funded. As a teacher, I sometimes hear people say that this generation of kids is lazy and too concerned with their own technology, to the point of antisocial behavior. Yes, our kids are very technologically savvy, but they are not lazy. This generation of kids works very hard. In fact, I believe they worked harder than our generation did. I fear that we are not doing enough by our kids, and we need to fix that. This generation is America's future. It is Maryland's future. If we give them the chance they deserve, they will do right by us and by their children. This means investing in our schools and investing in our infrastructure and preserving our environment. I don't have a lot of money and I'm not independently wealthy. And I agree that money has corrupted the political process. However, if I'm going to win this race, and it can be won, I will need your help. And I will need enough money to help push back the attack dogs when they start nipping at my ankles. So I need to make a plea for donations. Remember, I only need to medal in this race. I would like to win a gold, but I can take a bronze. And you know what they call a person that gets a bronze in this race. They call them a delegate from Maryland's 4th District. I can't win this race on my own, though. I need all of you here to help me today. I need all of you today to urge your family, your friends, your coworkers, and the people in your churches and synagogues to join our campaign, to make the Frederick County we love an even better place for ourselves and to preserve it for the next generations. Walk the precincts with me. Write letters to the editor. Put a bumper sticker on your car. Put a sign in your yard. Do anything you can and get everybody to the polls. I can't thank you enough for watching my video, but let me make it clear from the onset. This is not just my campaign, it is our campaign. Because without your help, I can't win. But with your help, we will certainly win. The race may be long, we can win it. The mountain may be high, but we can reach the peak. As long as we do this all together, this will be a victory in November. May God continue to bless America and continue to bless the people of the good state of Maryland. Thank you.